Hi there, Johnny Daniel, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. It is Wednesday at 7. How are you? So, if you see the dark circles under my eyes, I've been working hard at getting the VIP and the new catalog open house events ready for you. So, I thought I'd give you a little tiny sneak peek on what's going on. So, this is the catalog packet. I just finished 48 of them, 50 of them, not sure. So, just FYI for you, that's a little sneak peek. There's going to be some other things happening. So I've got some cute goodies and presents for my VIPs. I've got dinner planned out. And what else? What else? Well, we got to have some projects, right? So 2 of the 3 are in stone, and I'm working on the last one because my stuff just came in today for it. So we'll see how that goes. What else? Well, let's get to creating tonight, huh? Because we've got 2 projects to do. So hold on a second. I'm going to flip you around and we'll get to what we need to. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, there is a challenge with the catalog packet. So if you get your packet before mid-May, I'm going to be asking you to create with something in the packet, and every time you do that, you will get a raffle ticket to win a set of the new In Color ink pads. So, valued at over $35 if you include tax and shipping. So, it's a good deal. So you might want to pick up your catalog, right? So, I'm going to flip you around now, and we're going to get to creating, and we're going to have some fun. Hold on. If you have joined me, please comment in the comment box, for lack of better terms, so I can... Hey, Lise, how are you? Please comment so I can send you the instructions for tonight and the listing of everything we do. Not a problem. And let me get the computer set up and ready to go for ya. And I'm going to grab a sip of water. So, let's find this video. There we go. So yes, please, you need to pick up your catalog. The contest is going to run until the 15th of May. All the details of it will be announced on Monday at noon to give everybody a chance to get their catalogs and whatnot. If I am mailing you your catalog, it will go out on Monday as well. And I believe I have to send them priority because they're heavy. So you will have it shortly. But follow the blog, stampingwithjohnny.com, so you can know what the challenge is. So let's get to going, shall we? All right. So for tonight, excuse me, try drinking water, huh? Yeah. So for tonight, if you comment by Friday the 23rd, which is in 2 days, you will get the instructions for the projects for free, okay? So you can comment here on the Facebook page, you can comment on the replay, you can comment on YouTube. However you deem that is fine. But you have to comment in order to get the instructions, just like Lise has. So thank you, Lise. If you order $50 or more by Monday the 26th using the host code the link is in the caption, then you will get all the materials to create the card and bookmark from the live, but you will not get the stamps. So you can come on a Monday to stamp, or you can just simply write the color next to what you need to. But all right, so we should probably get to going, huh? So for tonight, we are creating this beautiful card. So this is done with the new Simply Elegant, I believe it's called. Elegantly Simple. I always Elegantly Said bundle. It's right here. So this is what this is. We're going to create this tonight. And we're also going to create this gorgeous bookmark that has the new ink colors. Kind of cool, right? So hold on a second. Hold on to your hats and glasses. And we'll get to going. This is an extra one, so one less I have to punch later, right? So for tonight, I've got my card bases. I've got all my new colors. Do we know all our new colors yet? Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, Soft Succulent, Fresh Freesia, and if I could say that, and Evening Evergreen. So there are our new colors. So I have to ask, which is your favorite? So to go over them again, Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulents, Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, Fresh Freesia. Which is your favorite? For me, it really depends on what we're doing, but I am leaning towards the Fresh Freesia, and I'm leaning towards the Soft Succulents, and I really like the depth in person of the Evening Evergreen. So, there you go. There's my answer. So, before we begin, well, I thought I'd have to show you a little something, right? Okay. So, these are let me get a piece of white so you can... These are the 2021 to 23 in color new gems. So I don't know if you can see them. They're faceted and they're really, really shiny and really, really pretty. So I thought I'd show you. I don't remember if I showed you last week, but hey. And then the other thing that came in are the Silver and Clear Epoxy Essentials, and I figured I'd open them so you can see what they look like, because it's different when they're open, right? So now I need a darker. Hold on. I'm coming. All right. So these are the frosted, and these are the clear ones. I don't know if you can see the difference on camera, but these definitely have no color, and these have almost like a chrome finish to them. So there you go on that. And now we can get to creating. Hey Cheryl, how are you? All right, so I have already cut some of the ribbon from the new In Colors open weave ribbon. So we have that. We've got our Elegantly Said. I'm going to grab the flower out of that to stamp here because it fits fairly well. And a block, of course. And then there's always more, right? All right, so this bookmark is cut at 3 inches by 8.5, if you're wondering. You might want to go a touch wider, believe it or not, like maybe 4 inches if you wanted all the punch and no overlap, okay? But honestly, to me, if it got much wider, it wasn't really a bookmark, it was more of a flag. So, I am using the thick basic white because I wanted my bookmark to not be floppy, and with everything glued on it, I really needed that stiffness. Okay, so this is thick basic white. cut at 3 inches by 8.5, and then I just used the detailed trio punch. But one thing I did notice on my other bookmark, I want my corners rounded. I just didn't like how sharp those corners looked. So I'm gonna round my corners instead, and we will be good. Okay? So we've got that going on. Now you're wondering, how in the world do we center everything? Well, guess what? So what I do is I pick the color that I want to go in the middle, and then I work my way out, okay? And there has to be a tiny bit of overlap, otherwise you lose about a third of that bottom one or whichever one you do last, okay? So I've already got my evening evergreen punched. So I'm going to do my soft succulents, okay? And then I'm going to do my polished pink and my pale papaya. And last but not least, my fresh freesia. Hey, I'm saying that better, aren't I? So, alrighty, so when I do this bookmark, are you ready? Okay, so I don't know which one should we put in the middle? I'm like, how does it go the best? I don't know. So, to me, there's 2 greens and like a lighter pink and a darker pink. So, I'm thinking that. I don't know. Before I had done it in catalog order, it's just really up to you on what you want to do. So, I'm grabbing my fresh freesia, and I'm starting in the middle here, and I am stamping. Okay, now, if you want it to all completely line up, I actually glued my my punch outs while I was, gotta love it when it tears, right? So I would glue my punch outs in between stamping because I did not want to overlap, and that must be one. So if it tears like that, besides yelling a little bit, and I get that, totally. Sometimes if you, not today though, all right, be that way. Sometimes if you turn the paper around, not today, but sometimes if you do, guess what? You can get it to work. But this one, not so much today. So I don't know what's going on, but it's okay. Except that the glue dot stuck to my finger. Okay. Didn't think I was gonna have to use my snips, but here we are. All right, so for this one, I'm grabbing here, and if you want to go in the middle, you know, 4 1/4 is middle, but honestly, do I ever measure? Not usually. Oh, that's way crooked though. Let's see if I can pull it. That was way too crooked. Okay. A little bit of crooked's okay, but a lot, that just means you slapped it on and you were probably like half drunk or something, right? I'm just teasing, but it's kind of what it looked like. Oh. All right, I did clean that. And then we are going to stamp another guy. Now, these are brand new stamp pads, so we should be ready to go. It should be properly inked when you get it. It should not, I mean, it'll be stiff, but it shouldn't be stuck. So if it is, give me a call. We'll figure it out, okay? So let's see, those are both soft colors. Those are pretty bright. And let's put a soft one up there. So we're gonna do pale papaya up top. Ah, I almost didn't follow my own rule. Now, when you punch out, realize that there's kind of a top and a bottom, because as the machine, the punch, punches out, it kind of bends the paper, right? So you got to pay attention to if it's kind of going like this or if it's kind of going like this. So I usually want mine to curve down because the edges tend to be a little bit smoother. So next time, I don't know if you've seen it before, but next time, pay attention and see if you can figure out how that works. So let's see here. Let me close this up before I put my elbow in it. Has anybody else ever done an elbow trick? Oh my gosh, how many times? So I have to say my most embarrassing was I was teaching a class for re-inking, and I dropped the whole bottle of ink, and on it went down the road, you know? So much for that, right? So this is my polished pink. It's a little bit stiffer than the rest of them, so we're gonna have to work on that one, but it's okay. And we're going to stamp. Love that color. Like, I'm gonna have to figure it out. And actually I wanted to see. All right, so there it is, strong. There it is, second. And there it is, third. So if you needed to see how light it can get, there's your answer. So, alrighty. Alright, so I have a question. I just got asked to do a presentation on Zoom, and they kind of interviewed me and asked me if I could be entertaining enough to hold the audience. The audience are retired teachers. And I said, sure. So, what tips do you have for me besides be myself? I got that far. I can totally do that. But what tips do you have for me? Besides, don't get too close to the camera so they only see my forehead, right? I mean, it's just creepy to only see forehead and eyeballs sometimes, you know? I have seen a few of those with Tara doing her classes. Whew. Those are interesting. We'll just say that. All right, there goes my tearing thing again. I'm not sure why. This paper must be a little bit softer or something. I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. It didn't even line them up correctly. Okay, no problem. It is what it is. All right, so now I'm going to stick this back in here and hope and pray I get the same hole close enough, because I covered it up with the punch because I was so high up. See, maybe I should measure, huh? All right, so I have a question for you. Which ribbon? We've already used Evening Evergreen, so we've got Pale Papaya, we've got Soft Succulents, we've got Fresh Freesia, and we've got Polished Pink. So tell me in the comments, please, while I get set up for the other project we're gonna do. But let me know which ribbon, pink, purple, green, or papaya. Orange? Light pink? I'm not sure. Melon? Pale papaya. So let me know what color. And in the meantime, I am going to measure really quick. Really quick. Because I need to cut my paper for the, my words. For the, extended punch, shall we say. Hey Pam, how are you? Alright, my mouse moved and now I can't see anything. Alright, so, pink. Okay, got it. So we're gonna trim this out here, and I'll explain in 2 shakes. But in the meantime, let's get this done. Okay. And give me a half sec. Alrighty. So you'll understand in two seconds. All right, so pink Pink it is, my dear. So we're gonna run it through here. Thanks for helping me finish, by the way. And we're gonna tie this off and get this all set and ready to go. Make sure your scissors are very, very sharp so you don't leave any frays at the end. I do have a scissor sharpener if you're local, and you're more than happy to use it on any Monday. So just FYI for you. Alrighty, so that's done. Let's clean this up so I can get on to the next one, right? So how's everybody doing tonight? What was for dinner? Does anybody know? I'm always asking. I figured out what I'm doing for Friday night's dinner for the VIP event. Hopefully it'll be good. I'm doing, at least so you can count, I'm doing roasted tri-tip with baked potato and a salad with a conglomeration of cookies for dessert. The salad is all going to be chicken casserole. I haven't had dinner yet. The salad is going to be all salad bars, so you can pick and choose what you want. I'll have a couple different dressings, and the baked potato will be the same. Obviously, can't do much with tri-tip, so I just wanted to let you know, so you can count your points accordingly. So, all right, so shall we? Am I doing another birthday? I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do happy anniversary. So we're gonna do happy anniversary, and then for the middle, true love stories last forever. I think that's what we need. We need some more happy endings, and we need some more kindness, right? All the news puts out is the stuff that's just not good. So I'm turning off the news and focusing on the good. How about you? Alrighty, so for this card, I have a thick basic white card base cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Okay, so that's the basics. I also have a piece of regular basic white, and that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. That is going to be our landing page for all the punches. Okay, so we've got 4 punches I gotta do. Where did I throw my punch? Here we go. Okay. All right, so we've got 4 punches to do. Let's see, can I fit it on here? Yes. Awesome. So, it's the little things, right? Not having to use up that other side of the paper. Yeah. So we've got fresh freesia, we've got pale papaya, we've got polished pink. In the middle of it will be evening evergreen. I love having a fresh punch. Hey, when you first get your punch though, sometimes manufacturing process leaves a little bit of oil. So the first about 2 or 3 punches, you're gonna wanna make sure to get a piece of scratch cardstock. I say cardstock because copy paper often tears, and that's usually what I have right, within. But you do wanna do that because then you don't mess up your good piece of paper for your project, okay? All right, so this one I've cut at a little bit under 1 3/4, like 1 tick under, because the punch is 1 3/4 wide, and then I've cut this to, I believe it was 4 1/8, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm taking this and I'm extending the ends, and I'll explain. But you're gonna have this straight, and then you're gonna pull it through so it comes up on this side. This is so you can make this long one here. Now, I guess you could put two and then have this cover, but I wanted it to be fully extended. So what I am doing is showing you how to do that, okay? So you pull this through until you barely can see daylight, and then you push it back a little. I'm basically trying to use as much of the paper as I can, okay? I need a touch more, okay? And then we're gonna keep this and not throw that away. Cheryl, you should be happy, right? So now I am doing the exact same thing, but the other side, being a little bit careful to not bend this as much as I can. So I'm going to go right to the end and then push a tiny bit more. And then these two guys I'm gonna put to the side. All right, so now I'm gonna glue these guys on, and I'm gonna do it a little bit differently than this one in the sense that I'm gonna flip these so the accents are on the edge instead of the middle. So you can see them a little bit better, right? All right, so I'm going to do it this way instead. Do you see the difference here? See how it was going down? And this way it's going up. So just a little bit of something different. Can't do everything exactly the same every time. Hey Iris, how are you? So, alrighty. Yeah, thanks Pam. I try to give great tips, otherwise, you know, I'm learning from everybody all the time, and it's what we gotta do. We gotta pass along our info, right? All right. If you want to measure, go for it, but here we are again doing the same thing, right? Okay. So I want this to look a little bit even. Okay, now I'm gonna glue this middle one on. Get my hair out of there. And you're like, but John, it doesn't look like the other one. No, it really doesn't yet, but it will. And I'm gonna show you how. So this looks very, everything's sitting on top, right? So what we're gonna do, I don't care if you're late, I'm happy you're here. So what we're gonna do is grab our queen, grab the machine, and I'm grabbing the Parisian 3D embossing folder, and I'm gonna stick this in here. Now now remember the logo is the side that is pushing up. So if you want this to be concave, you want to flip it over. If you want it to be raised, then you want it on the logo side. But I really, oh, man, I got really lucky. Pretty straight, and I wanted this flower to be in the middle of my card. I don't think I could fix that. So it's a tiny, tiny bit crooked, but honestly, I don't think I can do any better after fixing it. Yeah. So I'm just cranking through. Cranking. Okay. And, oh, and the challenge that I mentioned earlier, yeah, that'll be for my team as well. So you just got to be on my list. Okay. So let me get this out of the way. So look at this. Look at how different that looks when you run it through an embossing folder. I'm going to probably put some glue dots under that because I don't like that flapping. But look at how pretty that is. So that is the plan. And we're going to run some glue down here. We'll see if I'm going to have to glue those. I'm not sure. We're going to get towards the end and then see. All right. So got that. Yay, right? Okay. Now, I got to get a piece of scrap white. I forgot. I had it out and put it away. Don't you love it when that happens? So I'm going to get a piece out Thankfully, it was still sitting on top, but, you know, some days. Like I said, been doing quite a bit, so I'm giving myself a second of grace. So, thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate. All right, I'm going to take my heed and stamp first. So, I'm stamping in Evening Evergreen. I'm going to do Happy Anniversary this time. No rocking, straight down, little bit of pressure. You want to wait just a couple seconds. Yay! And you're like, but hey, John, you also announced that there was a bonus, right? Yeah, it's coming. Just hold on a second. It's coming, I promise. So, this fits gorgeous. Now, if you were trying to do like silver anniversary or something like that, you might want to use that pearlescent paper. But hey, I was just trying to like make sure I had it halfway straight and on the page. So I'm grabbing some dimensionals. And I am doing this. Peeling, sticking, and all that other stuff, right? And there we go. Pretty cool, right? So let's see. Do any of these fit? I don't know. Enough thinking. Let's get to the bonus for the inside. Okay, so I'm going to open up the inside, and on the inside, I'm going to say, True love stories last forever, because it's an anniversary card, right? So we got to, you know, at least have a little bit of fairy tale. Now, come on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stamp. And you're like, but John, this is normal. Yes, it is normal. Yay! So, here's the bonus, okay? Here's another tip for your punch. So when you do the extension, remember the little pieces that came out? Look how gorgeous those are. I'm going to trim a tiny bit off of them so they fit, but look at how gorgeous they are. Now, you could use the paper trimmer, yes. I'd probably recommend that, but I'm on camera, I'm trying to do what I can do, okay? So that's gonna work for that one. You don't wanna trim too close because then it starts bending and doing some weeble wobbles, but hey. Do you remember those for your kids? The weeble wobbles that wobble and they don't fall down or whatever it was? Yeah, I'm dating myself, aren't I? Okay. So, we are using our scraps, Miss Cheryl. Where are ya? So this is the punch out from the other side. It's gonna have to be okay, covering a tiny bit. Okay, make sure when you're gluing this is the proper side so it's pointing the right direction. Why do I say that? Why don't you tell me? What have I already messed up? Yep, we're not going there, are we? So there's your bonus, okay? So that's another tip on how to use that punch, okay? So there you go. There's your punch. Iris, you gotta show it if you're gonna sell it, right? Yeah, it's just what it is. All right, so there we are. So I have to ask you, which one do you like better? The points going down or the points going out? I haven't decided yet. I like both of them, but I think I like the one with the points going out. So, I don't know. Anyways, so there you have it. There's our 2 projects. Remember, if you comment, you'll get the instructions for free emailed to you. And if you do an order, $50 or more by Monday, you will get all the materials to make these. Points going out. Yeah. I don't know. You know, you got to pick. And then you can do it sideways too. But hey, you know, there's options, right? So, oh, I wanted to tell you too, on this, if you don't have the stamps, because I'm going to mail the materials to you if you do an order, what you could do instead is grab a really nice calligraphy pen or a really nice marker or whatnot and center these instead, and then write the color on them so you know the names. So just another thought. All right, so I better get back to packing catalogs, you guys. It's coming soon. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your night. Follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. Thanks again, and share if you want. Thank you. Bye-bye.